Hey, YoSoyBimboBob here, giving you the update on my SMPs. First, we'll start out with Java. Well, when I did my video, a bunch of people popped back on the server, so I immediately needed to go set up a new secret base because I gave away the coordinates on my last video. So here we see me entering the base. I have moved all of my villagers into a new place that I can trade with. Ooh, look at that. An enchanted table, a bunch of chests, and the villagers themselves with all their trades. I have an iron farm, and it looks like it's doing pretty good. In addition to an iron farm, I have some others. I've got over here potatoes, carrots, wheat, red beets. There's my storage area. And down into the depths we go. I'm not going to show that. We'll go down here instead. All the way down to the diamond level where I've been doing mining. And you know what? I didn't see that diamond before. Wow. Okay, well, we're going to head back up. And here's where my village is. My villager breeding area is. I sort of do free range villagers. I don't do a little setup. This is the spawn area of the world. I decided to show it to you. It has a little parkour area that one of the guys set up, and oh yeah, you know I'm bad at parkour. Here is an area where we're farming skulk. Yeah, it's kind of low tech, very wasteful, but hey, it gets the job done. And I'm going to show you another area where some of the other guys are hanging out. Two of the guys on the server are hanging out over by this village. I was told that this thing's been here all along, though at the time I was doing this, I was like, I've never seen this before. And what is this thing? You're asking yourself. Oh, I don't know. Oh, look at that. It's a sheep farm. And you're saying, what are you using the skulk for? Well, I use this skulk to set a sensor to blow this big hole in the ground. Notice I was very nice and set it far away from everything that they were building. And so now we're going to head off to one of my dummy bases. Oops, I'm heading the wrong direction. Need to turn 180 degrees. Off we go. And here we are coming up on my base. Oh, look at that. Huge mob farm. Yep. It's not a 4 sets of platforms like my other one is, but hey, it gets the job done. Oh, going over here. I don't quite remember where I set up home. No, I think it's over here. Yes, there it is. And always villagers are sleeping in my bed. So annoying. Now we're going to go to the Bedrock, which I'm now running on a Java server. Well, we found out that you could run Bedrock on a Java server with a thing called Geyser. And so that's what we did. And so once I moved it over to the guys who are running Java, I said, hey, I could set up a real iron farm. And so that's one of the first things to do. And the thing to remember is I don't have wings yet, so I need to set up all the infrastructure to support getting wings. And so in addition to having an iron farm, we're going to need a mob farm. And so I decided to build a mob farm, but I wanted to do it differently. Instead of being up in the air, I was put it down in the ground. And so that's what we're going to see next. Is the wonderful and lovely mob farm that I built into the ground. And we're going to do it in a time lapse. here you see it's doing a pretty good job. It's getting all the items that you expect. Arrows, something I was getting I wasn't expecting was glow squid. But, you know, you're looking here and you're seeing, hey, you see all the mobs, you see the skeletons, you see the zombies, but there's a mob that's missing. It's the spiders. Where are the spiders? You know, it's getting string in my boxes. Where are the spiders? Oh, there are the spiders. Well, when I started building this, I thought I'd built it big enough, but then when I was putting down the water and everything, I realized, oh crap, the water's too close to the platforms. And what's going to happen is the spiders are going to get into the water and they're going to go up. And here we show one going up. And so what's going on? They're dying. And the reason why they're dying is the top layer is built one block more wider. And so there's only a one block hole and the spiders can't get through the one block hole. And because of that, they die. So I ended up doing something rather clever by accident. So the other mobs that go up the water columns are creepers. And so I was worried about that also. And you see there's this gunpowder that's sitting around, floating around. So what's going on here? And we see here what's going on is the creepers, they float up too. But that guy's kind of trapped. And I'm looking for one that is doing what I was seeing them doing. So you can understand what's going on because that guy's not down. Oh, here we go. Here's one. And up he goes. And you see he's starting to suffocate also. And so he basically dies. And his gunpowder then floats down or whatever he drops. And most of the time it goes down with the water, though occasionally it gets stuck on this top platform. So that's pretty cool. So the next thing you need, of course, is an Enderman farm. So I went jumping over into the Enderman, into the end, excuse me. And when I got there, I was hearing these strange noises. And I go up to look and say, what in the heck is going on here? And I guess when I converted the world from Bedrock to Java, something sort of screwed up with mob generation in the end. And there are all of these mobs here. And of course, I'm not expecting them at all. I'm like, oh, you know, I should be getting out of there. I should be blocking myself. But I would just panic. And so naturally, when you're panicked, you know, you always die. And so here I am going to die. And so what I had to do is I had to clear out the end and start again from scratch. And once I did that, I could build the Enderman farm. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to prove that you can actually get onto this server with the Bedrock client. And so here I am getting on with the Bedrock client. Yeah, look, we're in the mob farm. Pretty cool. I always check to see if it's night, because if you don't do that, you walk outside, you get blown up by a creeper. It seems like every time I log onto the server, I end up. But here I go in super fast trot mode. You know, get you through the boring parts of the video. Here we're going to head on into the nether, zip on through the nether, get to the stronghold, and we go, and then we're going to hop, and there we are. So we're going to go down to the Enderman farm to show you some of the weirdness that happens. Blocking up all my stuff so I don't get ender pearls. But you notice, you'll see that, hey, the sword, it really has sweeping edge, but you don't see it. And what's going on here? It's going in that block. It's a problem. but I guess it'll do in a pinch. And this is the end. And so this is YoSoyBimboBob saying goodbye, and I hope you enjoyed the video.